What it do, what's poppin'? Yours truly, the legendary Guru. I'm here with my partner.
So long, 5,000 degrees and burning bloods.
Reppin' 7 grand, reppin' that real hip hop. It's been lost, but now it's found. Right here, yo, you're checking out the Hip Hop Chronicle UK. Keep it locked.
There it is.
Now, so you're back with the new album,
Yes.
Lost and Found. I wanted to ask as the first question, is that how you see hip-hop at the moment? It's been lost and now it's been found with you guys?
That's definitely how we see it. I mean, there is a lot of complaining going on and has been going on about hip-hop's lacking this, it's missing that, it needs that, it's not this, it's that. Too much commercialism, too much this, it's not intelligent anymore, the lyrics are dumbed down, blah, blah, blah. So here we come with a solution, with a few solutions. And so support the real, support the independent, support 7 grand. And Lost and Found represents that. It represents that, you know, okay, this is the title track. I say hip-hop's been thrown into the Lost and Found. We got the claim ticket. So at 7 grand, yeah, we're providing that creative, intelligent leadership that's necessary and vital to the growth of hip-hop. For hip-hop to grow, somebody's got to step up and not sell out and not, you know, do what we've been seeing done.
Okay. And
I think that's a key point. I think that people are fans out there. I think that it's you know, something that you don't see is how many times that they've come to me and Guru to sell out. You know what I mean? They made the offers, and we don't drive the Rolls Royces, and we don't engage in you know, all the over the top antics. But at the same time, we're staying true to this, and we're giving you our vision of what hip hop can be. And we think it's a brilliant album. I mean, I had a lot of fun making it, and Guru enjoyed it. And I think this is an album that at the very least, if you're a hip hop fan that's not harboring hate in your heart, I think you'll give it up and say Guru's done a damn good job on there, and realize that this is a good hip hop offering right now.
but what's this album going to bring to the table in terms of hip-hop? What's it going to bring that's not already out there?
See, what it is that you've got, you know, New York East Coast hip hop that's been kind of kept on the under, in that, you know, the whole bling era kind of like took New York and the East Coast out of the whole frame, and now you've got something from 7 grand, an offering from us that's not a going back. A lot of people were talking about, well, it should be, but what about, you know, this era and, you know, back in the day, you know, this is not that. We take those principles that are important from then and from other eras in hip-hop, those important principles, but we're coming at it like, this is now, and also this is the future. So that's what's different and unique about it, and it's never been seen before, you know? It hasn't been seen before, definitely, and it's something for the intelligent hip-hop heads to get their minds around.
I mean, you see the people have been trying to essentially, you know, get their minds around it, but there's been others that have just been very quick to get what 7 grand is doing. And the fan base is younger and younger. Now we've got fans as young as 5 months old. In Sardinia, who I call Alexander the Great, his parents brought him to the concert. And down in Alicante in Spain, his father brought him. He's 5 months old. I can't pronounce his name, but you know who you are. And this is brilliant. Last night in Paris, 10, 11-year-olds. So, and mixed in with a fly crowd, some fly chicks, and some real heads. And it's a nice, diverse audience that comes to 7 grand and supports us, because we're an independent label. And literally, every record that we put out, you big up yourselves because you put it out. You helped us put it out. And without your support, we couldn't put it out. So that's what it brings to the table. It brings to the table what the people want, because we're here because the people want us here. Not undifferent to our new president, American President Barack Obama. He's here because the people wanted him there. And we're here because the people want us here.
Okay. You touched on it already, Guru, about hip-hop and the creativity and, you know. A lot of people are thinking that creativity in hip-hop is lacking. Do you feel that way? And what is it? I mean, I'm sure that 7 grand can, you know, go towards in terms of production as well, because you're a producer as well, and you're an MC, and MC's MC. Why is it lacking, the creativity in hip hop? What's changed? What happened?
I don't think it's lacking. I think what gets put out there, and I know Solar is going to expound on this, but what gets put out there into the mainstream and shoved down the listeners' throats is lacking. And because it's the same thing over and over, for the most part. But you've got a lot of stuff out there that's talented and so forth, but it's not getting the light that it deserves. And you know, so what we're doing is we're taking all kind of risks just to put our stuff out there to help maintain a balance actually not even help to provide a balance.
Yeah,
See what I'm saying? And that is going to stimulate more talented, intelligent, creative stuff. You know, but plus we keep it gully, we keep it street too, baby. And the hip hop came from the streets. So what we're saying is that we're stimulating, you know, for that to happen more and for that to be brought more to the forefront. Because it's there, it's just being kept back.
Sure. I mean, you know, you can only hold something away from the people for so long. When the people want something, they're going to get it. And I found that in my experience is that when you try to tell people not to like something, they're going to like it more. And I'm your example. When I came out with the first album, that's all those little haters said online. Oh, yeah, he's terrible. Don't buy that album. Well, it was one of the biggest selling albums of independent albums in 2005. So keep hating and we'll keep making great music.
You mentioned,
and you're not.
you mentioned about the hate thing. And people are drawn to it. Certain people hate something, they're drawn to it. What are your thoughts on the auto-tune craze at the moment? A lot of us are using it. You know, it was used back in the day with Blackstreet, then T-Pain started doing it, and Kanye did a whole album with it. What are your thoughts on it? Is it something positive for hip-hop? Can it go that way, or?
Well, see, you know, that's interesting you mentioned that, because we have a couple of joints on the album where auto-tune is used. But we used it in our own way, and we used it in a way that was relevant and made sense to us, and not in a way that was used by other artists. So, you know, that shows the brilliance of embracing technology. I mean, it's the same with you know, how people use the internet. It's the same with how, you know, in the beginning, people didn't...
They fought CDs.
Yeah,
people who
they
real
fought
hip-hop
CDs.
purists that didn't say you should buy a CD. That doesn't sound
all
like
about
hip-hop. Only buy vinyl.
keep the cassettes, no
What
CDs.
about when the CDJs came? There was a whole movement to stop CDJs. What about Serato? And that, you know, so it's all just evolving. So it's not a pro or minus thing. It's just as artists, contemporary artists, we're going to use the mediums that people want to hear. You know what I mean? It's not a matter of caving into it. It's a matter of looking how to use it intelligently to work for what we're doing, and not to go overboard with it, because I think that's probably what the
that's probably what they
criticism
don't
is,
like.
is when it's used,
I mean,
overused.
Yeah, and exactly. Nothing else needs to be said.